Hello, hail, and welcome. Taking a little break from Spooky Month tonight and picking back up on our regular project. After all, we did say that we were going to do a split. Some of them regular streams, some of them spooky games. So that is what we will be doing. We've been doing almost exclusively spooky games so far throughout October, so I figured it was time to get back to this. Thinking about eating a tub of ice cream for dinner? Then reason told me that would be bad. Some spaghetti bolognese sounds better. The laminator. You can always have a little ice cream for dessert if you feel like it. This is the most recent. So, if I remember correctly, we were entirely done with floor 1. And we were about to embark on floor 2. Let's just get a quick refresher. Lots of attacks. Using Breath of the Maiden and a short sword +3. Breath of the Maiden is a short sword +3 that also damages Constitution with poison. Okay. Does this do? Yeah, I'm keeping that because of the regeneration.
Dead drow, dead drow, another dead drow. Good. Grovel hates drow.
The portrait I have for my character? It's a pretty good portrait. What was it about this book? Oh, it's that. Right. Still have some rods.
It's break time now, yes? Yes? Maybe? No. Back to work.
The large shield I am saving for when I can recruit the cleric. Alright, that all looks good. What is this? This is some lightning resist? No, fire resist and +1 dexterity. I can cast haste twice a day. Let's put that down here. Oh wait, no, that would just equip it. That's right. Oh, I can do that. Okay. So I can right-click on that to cast haste on myself.
So much blood. Grovel not mine, though. As long as blood not mine.
I could get 2 more AC, but I think I would rather have immunity to disease, leveler drain, ability drain, poison, and some regeneration. Relic of the Reaper, that's to teleport. That'll
It's
probably be
now,
useful
yes?
once we get
Yes?
further down.
Maybe?
Grovel, can you shut
No.
up for 2 seconds?
Back to work.
Ability, bull strength, heal, aid, dark skin, bless, antidote, 10, 13, cure critical wounds. Arrow +3, yeah, regular arrows can go away. In fact, I'll just leave those on the floor. Give him my sock. Well, he's a goblin, not an elf, so I don't think it would work. Have a look at you, Dalen. Your strength
Dead
23.
Dead drow.
23!
Good. Grovel hates drow.
So if I could get some gloves that give him an odd amount of strength, that would be really good for him. What is he using? Half-blood gloves.
It's break time now, yes? Yes? Maybe? No. Back to work.
You know what? Never mind. I think he's just going to keep these gloves. These gloves seem amazing. All of warding. Beautiful. Greater Archer's Belt to be immune to pierce. Well, not immune, but a lot of resist to pierce. +1 to saving throws. And +2 to reflex saving throws. Alright. Deacon.
Dead drow. Another dead drow. Good. Grovel hates Drow.
Dalen Red Tiger is carrying around an adamantine breastplate, which... What does adamantine do? Gives +2 extra armor. Damage reduce 5 + 1.
It's break time now, yes? Yes? Maybe? No. Back to work.
I don't know if that might be better on the cleric. Well, I'll still need that. Yeah, I'm saving that for the cleric. Which also means... Hold on. I am going to have Dalen carry this for me as well. Because he is bigger and stronger than me. Carrying capacity 400 fucking pounds. What do you have on you? Bolts, dagger +3, small shield +2, nymph cloak +3, goggles for minute seeing.
This
That's
one smells
all
like
in search.
dark elf. Yes? No? Maybe.
Really good resists here. Boots of striding +1, +1 constitution, belt of agility +2. What am I wearing for belt?
It's
Belt of
break
agility
time now,
+4.
yes?
Okay.
Yes? Maybe? No.
Yeah, I think everything
work.
is in order. That was a bit of a sidetrack. Let's actually just quick save and get down there. Get down! If I remember how to play the space for pause, that's going to be important. Do I have my weapons drawn? I do. Good. Now don't walk through the cursed circle. There we go. And down to level 2. Deacon, could you please stop with that humming? It's beginning to get on my nerves. You hear Deacon's humming? You got good ears. Maybe you like if Deacon sing instead. Deacon sing real good. Just ask Boss. Boss likes when Deacon sings. That's true. Why don't you sing us a song, Deacon? Please don't. No singing, no humming. How about we try moving with no sound at all? Just to see what it's like. Okay, that give Deacon time to work on song about you, Dalen. You're working on a song about me? The half-orc's voice betrays more fear than you've ever heard from him in battle. What kind of song? You big, strong orc man. You need big, strong orc man song. But it hard. Not much rhyme with orc. Fork, pork. Fork and pork, those are my options. They seem more suited to a cook than a barbarian. What about, I guess it is hard to find a good rhyme for orc. Yes, it'd be easier if you were a cook. You ever think about changing jobs? Deacon know lots of rhymes for cooking. Fork and pork, pot and hot, eaten meat, see? Tell you what, Deacon, if I ever become a cook, you can write all the songs you want about me. Until then, let's just leave me out of your music. Deal? The kobold smiles. Sounds good to Deacon. Kobold walks off, humming once again. Dalen watches him go, then smiles and shakes his head. Ah! How can you not love Deacon? Save. And down we go. Alright, let's open the chat up a little more, get ourselves a map. Okay, pretty large level. And there might be more to it than just this, of course. So we have to look out for traps. Oh, we have to look out for cutscenes, apparently. What the fuck is that? Is that a flesh golem?
matron will be most displeased if we do not recover those chains. Try and open that door. I'll inform the commander.
Wow, what even cutscenes? Something that's clearly very scared of me. I don't think I was scared of me, I was scared of these drow. Let's have a look at these footprints.
Come over here. Look at this.
Humanoid tracks scattered about the ground in this area. Oh, a secret door. Oh, and that actually gave... Oh, it's even bigger. That stairs down. So someone fled further down with some chains that the drow really want. Interesting. Those hooligans. You ruffians! Let's see what's in here. Big room. Any danger? Just in front of you radiate with illusory magic. Oh! This is definitely a trap. But here's the thing. I just saved, and I am a curious bastard. So I am going to click on them just to see what happens. Oh no! And that's it? Oh, that could have been so much worse. I was prepared to die and reload. There's really not a single thing of use? No? Just old Halastor jerking us around, as he likes to do. What kind of obstruction on the other side is blocking the door? It cannot be opened from this side. So I think maybe that's the stairs up to where the ogre wizard was. Because there were blocked stairs by him. First class jerk. He really is. He really is. Well, I guess that leaves me with just one direction to go. Hold on. Unknown speaker. Aye, get away. It's mine, it's mine. My brother, Ugtump, said I could keep the yellow chainsy. Oh, a fleeing goblin. Fleeing goblin is dead. This drow lookout is about to get stabbed. So is this guy. Remains. Bastard sword. Just a regular old bastard sword? I'm leaving that behind. Mild poison bolt. Give that to Deacon. Guess I need to open his inventory to do that. Here you go, Deacon. Deekster. Deekalicious. Yellow chain. This length of chain has a yellow aura, but seems to have no purpose by itself. Perhaps combined with something else, its use might become apparent. Right. And a key. And we will leave the light crossbow. So far, so good. Treasure. Is this going to be a trap? This is probably a trap. Or not? treasure piles are still there after taking the treasure. That's a limitation of the game engine. Lesser restoration. And there's the trap. Oh no! I got scared. Dalen, kill them! Dalen, please! Don't just stand there! There we go. I'm coming to help! But Deacon got diseased. So before we do anything else, let's use one of our smallest healer's kits, which I think is +3 on Deacon. There we go. Disease Dishmees. They say coughs and sneezes spread diseases, and apparently so do mummies. Although I'm sure daddies can too. Can I speak to this rat? Squeak, squeak. Okay. Well, no need to kill it for no reason. Maybe he sneezed. Oh, of course! The disease spread because the mummy sneezed. You're a genius. That is of course exactly what happened. Exit. 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 Okay. So I'm guessing I need to go to each of these 3 areas to get another chain. And then once I have all the chains, I can open whatever this is and get through the door.
May I have a word with you?
This is really poor timing. We are just about to go into combat, Dalen, but okay. I was thinking about Undermountain, about all of those who have died here. Throughout Faerun, Halasta's dungeon is well known as an adventurer's graveyard. Yes, it is truly a dangerous place. I just can't understand why someone would want to come down here. Why risk your life in a dungeon designed specifically to kill you? Agreed. There's a lot of treasure down here. There's treasure, yes, but not enough to justify the risk. There must be a dozen other places a person could find more riches than in Undermountain. The place is a lot less dangerous. This place has a strange hold on the minds of adventurers. Its legend has spread far and wide, and I can't help but wonder if there's something unnatural about it. Maybe it has something to do with Halasta's magic. I was thinking the same thing. Halasta spent decades designing this dungeon. He poured all of his time and energy into its creation. He probably wants his creation to be seen. Wouldn't it make sense for Halasta to weave a spell into the very fabric of this dungeon? A spell that gives the very name of Undermountain itself the power to draw unsuspecting adventurers in. I hadn't thought of that before. No, Halasta is an archmage. Who are we to say what his power is? Maybe the name of Undermountain is like some type of geas. Adventurers who hear the name are compelled to visit it. The compulsion is weak. It can be resisted, but it's there. The thought sits in the back of your mind, eating away at your thoughts until one day you give in and go into Undermountain itself. The half-orc shrugs. I don't know. It just seems like Undermountain is inside my head and I can't get it out. Maybe everything will be fine once we find Halasta. At least I hope so. Right, save again. And let's try sneaking up on these bastards. Nope.
I always get my way.
Colors within the pool swell, but nothing happens. So I can place something on each of these pedestals, right? Attach the yellow chain. Sure, let's do that. I need to find the purple, green, and red chain as well. Maybe you felt like now is the perfect time. What if he dies in the fight ahead? Sure, Sahel. I'll buy that. Makes sense to me. Door's been magically locked. Yes, yes. Alright, well, seems pretty clear what to do before we go anywhere and do anything else. Oh, that was the wrong button. The button I meant to hit was this one. Random encounter? Nope, doesn't look like it. Just evil laughter in the distance. Very intimidating. There we go. And now, the quick save. Blackjack the Butcher. Ugwash the Unwashed. What are these statues? The inscription reads, Ugbash the Unwashed, 1101 to 1154. Ugbash, favored son of King Leopold the Gaptoothed, replaced his father in the coup of 54. He lived until 54, only to be himself replaced a month later by his son, Reggie the Clean. And who do we have over here? Blackjack the Butcher. Inscription reads, Blackjack 777 to 799. That's not a long life. Blackjack's reign of evil was short-lived but memorable due to the high death count of chickens within his empire. So, a different kind of butcher. I feel like the game very deliberately played with my expectations there. Well done, game. To south. Those hobgoblins? Humanoids. Yeah, those are either hobgoblins or bugbears.
The monsters here are fierce, but it's the traps that truly make Undermountain an adventurer's graveyard.
You are, of course, correct, Dalen. These bunch of Duergar. They're all gonna turn invisible, so I'm gonna make a run for the cleric. Oh no, I'm gonna make a run for the spellbinder.
I'll cleave your skull!
Then the cleric. No, not the bear. Where's the cleric? He moved. Can't find him. Oh.
Have a taste of this!
There he is. Did I just get fucking lag? Looks like I got like lag rubber banded in an offline single player game. That was weird as fuck.
Have a taste of this! Blood and glory!
Blood and glory. Butt and gory. Dalen running off. Oh! Got more. Once again gonna go straight for the mage, because mages are dangerous. Fuck you, mage! Let's close that door for now. Look, we're fighting this whole damn dungeon at once. Alright. Looks like the fight is over. Come along, Dalen.
shall do as you ask.
We're searching for loot. Did anyone drop anything at all? Doesn't quite seem like it, unfortunately. There were some crates over by the drow camp. Those will probably have loot in them. In case they're trapped, they probably won't be. They're fucking crates. Thieves' tools +1 and Thieves' tools +1. Healer's kit +3. Malachite. Ice Talon. A +2 dagger that does an additional d6 cold damage. That's a good dagger. A really good dagger. It's gonna get sold. But if I were a dagger rogue, I would be very thrilled to find that. Oh, another one! Don't you get sneaky on me. Ow! Somebody do something about that mage. Alright, I'll do it then. Ow! Was that chain lightning? You fucker! You fucker! Okay, Dalen and Deacon are kind of beat up. So I think before going any further, I'm gonna rest up. Failure on my listen check, because I'm not very good at that.
I always get my way.
Oh well. You guys want to join me in here? There we go. Did you have a poor initiative roll or something? There's a trapped area with all the skeletons? No? Oh, hello!
This is not the end.
Glad I came over here. Fucking enemies. I should probably use the true seeing a little more often. But, having... What am I trying to say? Having blind fight is super helpful. Let's just wait for the darkness to expire, then we can search this area for treasure. Darkness, please, go away. I can kind of see in it. Another thieves' tools. There we go. Thing is, I'm already so good at picking locks that the thieves' tools seem kind of redundant. Alright, everything's good. Deacon, my friend, get over here.
Okay.
Save. Locked, you say? Well, I just so happen to know someone who is a master of unlocking. Sub Commander. Oh, chest. Either they already all turned invisible, or there isn't a ton of people in here. Let's see.
There. Isn't that Tommy's
Going
body?
straight.
For the youth guard!
Ow. Shit, I need to up a healing potion.
This is not the...
Ah! Mutual destruction. How does the combat work? You just approach an enemy to fight and the stats do the rest? Pretty much. It's basically actual D&D turn-based combat, but they have the turns take place in real time. So it's all dice rolls. Like you click on an enemy to attack, and then every time the system says you get an attack, it rolls a virtual d20, adds your modifiers, compares to armor class, and so on. Right, this time I'm going to use haste. Should have unlocked the door before using haste. Oh well.
There. Isn't that Tommy's body?
Nothing?
I'd recognize that
My
robe
attack did
anywhere.
nothing?
Ipul, Soleno, Samatka!
Dragon Age also the same? Kinda, yeah. At least the first one. Does he have some kind of damage reflect spell on?
Soleno, Samatka!
Seems like every time I hit him, I'm the one taking damage. Seems like it might be a puzzle fight of some kind.
There. Isn't that Tommy's body? I'd recognize that robe.
I'll put you in your place.
Soleno, Samatka!
This is not the end.
Looks like we got him this time. Get out of this nasty cloud. I remember Dragon Age 2 being more action combat. More like you push a button every time you want to attack. It reminded me a little bit of God of War. Not the new one, the old one. Which really put me off it because to me that feels less RPG-ish. And I really liked the first Dragon Age. So I played Dragon Age 1, liked it. Dragon Age 2 demo, didn't like it, so I didn't play any more Dragon Age past that. Okay, do you have anything for me? Oh, here we go. Let's see. Scarab of Protection +4 to saving throws. Nice. Commander's Ring +2 to armor, +2 to saving throws. Not bad. Dagger +3, the green chain, Drow Commander's Key, an Adventurine, mirrored armor. So that is padded armor. And then spell resistance 14. That's pretty good. Okay, so need to borrow these. Headband of Intellect +6 intelligence. Nice. Very nice. As far as I know, Dragon Age changed genre per release. Dark fantasy, then more urban fantasy, and finally 3 ended in high fantasy. Yeah, I don't know much about 3 or Inquisition. I know it's the most popular one, everyone loves it, but I never got past 2, so... Ring of Resistance, Ring of Protection... That Commander's Ring... Where did that go? Take off my Ring of Protection, put on the Commander's Ring. Now I should have good saving throws. Yes, I have really good saving throws. Good. Does anybody need a Ring of Protection +2? I don't think so, because I think both of these, like, he has a bunch of... He has a Ring of Protection +3. I mean, he has an open ring slot. The problem is these Half-Blood gloves already give him 3 deflection. So there's no point to that. So that's probably just going to be vendor fodder. This is vendor fodder. This is vendor fodder. Scarab of Protection +4. +4 to saving throws. I don't really know. Also, Gearjo, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I got distracted. Hope you're doing well. I'm kind of tempted to put that on instead. Just to have absolutely disgusting saving throws. I think I'm going to do that. And then I can always put the Amulet of Health on if I come up to an encounter that requires it. Right, Drow chest is trapped. Dismantle the trap if you can. Ginny bottle. A bottle holds Volcarion, a merchant Ginny who has access to wares from different planes of existence. He is trapped in this bottle and can be spoken to for purchasing these wares. Through the use of soul gems, Volcarion can give you access to new wares. Awesome! So I have a merchant in my pocket. Prefer the first, love that story. I really liked Dragon Age Origins. Identified. That's just spirits, we don't care about that. Put this back on, identify the hop. Dove's hop. Yeah, that's vendor fodder. I wish it wasn't, but I can't get a I can't use the spells on this because I'm not a bard. And I can't just give it to Deacon and have him use the spells on it. It doesn't work that way, sadly. Get rid of the trap on this one. Still locked. Alright, we'll pick the lock. Elven Courtbow. +3 longbow, that is also mighty +3. Here's the thing. I don't have enough strength for that to matter. Golden Chalice of Lathander. 3 charges. Gonna sell that, I think. Alright, let's not forget to resurrect Tomi. Hello. A halfling blinks several times, stares at you with wide and incredulous eyes, and then looks around for several confused seconds before finally speaking.
Well, I'll be a naked monkey's uncle. Did I die again? And I was just about to gut the bloody bastard too, wouldn't you know it?
One of these days, I'm gonna bloody well piss off them death gods for teasing them all the time. He looks at you and blinks again. Say, you look familiar. I should. You were with that group I talked to at the inn. Right. And you're the daughter of that fella who runs the inn, ain't you? Tamsin or something. No, my name is Lyra. Oh, right, the famous one. Well, I guess there's a reason, after all, why everybody was whispering all excited like that you were showing up. I guess it don't get much better than being saved by a professional, eh? Thanks a bunch, that was real swell of you. How did you end up here? How do you think I ended up here? First there was the run-in, then there was the stabbing. He rubs his chest absently. You sure there's no holes left still? I see you managed to find some of the folks we kinda left behind. No hard feelings, eh? Lino and I were a bit preoccupied at the time. If Lino was forced to leave us behind, I trust there was sufficient urgency that made it necessary. Aye, we were a bit overpowered, to say the least, which all just goes to prove that you don't need to run very fast. You just need mates who are slower than you are. Are you saying it would be more prudent of me to remove your kneecaps, then? Funny that, And come to think of it, did you happen to find Lena while you were bouncing around down here, maybe? No, I haven't found her. Why? Well, we got away from the drow who were chasing us, right? And we found some human slaves down here who naturally begged for our help and such. I didn't really like the look of him, but Lena's little heart started bloody bleeding all over the place, and she just had to help him get out somehow. That's why I came here. According to the slaves, the drow here had some jinny that can activate a portal the slaves were at. Let him out. Don't matter to me none if you just leaves them be, though. So where are these slaves you mentioned? They're in some big chamber off in the eastern part of the dungeon. There was a portal there, you see, which they thought would take them out of here, if they got the jinny first. So how did the drow catch you? Them elves got ears like you wouldn't believe. Hear a feather hitting the ground they would. I suppose it didn't help none that I was trying to steal their jewelry while they were still wearing it. What are you going to do now? I was thinking I might just head back to the inn. Skulking round down here is fun and all, but dying tends to take the wind out of me sails. You know what I mean? At any rate, don't let me keep you on nothing. I can find my way back to the inn easy. See you there if you need anything from me, eh? Perfect. I didn't want him to join my group because I already have the rogue part covered. So that's all perfect. Alright, we got a chain, we got a genie. Let's try the genie before we move on. The bottle begins to shake and tremble in your grasp. A cloud of smoke billows forth, the mists coalescing into a figure of a powerfully built man.
Damnable drow, why must you keep... Oh, I see you aren't one of those dark elves after all. Well, this could change a few things. I never liked the drow. Too demanding, very difficult to do business with. Mortal, I am in your debt for freeing me from the clutches of those vile underground elves.
Who are you? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Volcarion Acetis, a powerful jinny of royal blood. A jinny? Does this mean you'll grant me a wish? You mortals have some strange preconceptions about us. Every time I cross paths with one of your kind, you seem to think I'm obligated to give you a wish. Unfortunately for you, it doesn't work that way, but I am grateful for my release. I do have something I can give you as a reward. A trinket Halaster recently gave to me for safekeeping. I suspect he didn't want the drow to get it, but I'm sure he won't mind if I give it to you. This is an activation stone for a magical portal that will allow you to move between Undermountain and Waterdeep. I seem to remember Halaster saying it was in the eastern section of Undermountain's second level. Thank you. I like you, mortal. There's something different about you, something unique. And business has been a bit slow for me since Halaster disappeared. I'm going to do you a favor, mortal. I'm going to allow you to have access to my shop, a store virtually overflowing with magical merchandise. Your shop? What are you talking about? The merchant. I'm a merchant, dealing in rare and powerful magical items. I wander the plains, collecting wondrous artifacts, then I sell them to a very few select clients. Halaster himself was one of my best customers. That's why I agreed to let him create this summoning bottle. Whenever he needed to see my inventory, I was only a quick rub away. I'm a quick rub away, if you know what I mean. Of course, ever since the Drow got their ashen fingers on the bottle, I'm being summoned 20 times a day. I would never have agreed to this if I knew Halaster was going to be so careless. Why didn't you just destroy the Drow? The power of the bottle compels me to respond to each summons, and keeps me from taking any hostile action against the owner. But it doesn't mean I have to do business with them. No, please elaborate. Well, you see, when a hand and a penis love each other very much, they do a special kind of grown-up together hug. The Dark Elves are beneath me. I won't do business with them. I keep my list of customers very exclusive. Since you've liberated my bottle from the Drow, I'm going to add you to that list. Alright. I want to ask you some questions.
You mortals and your curiosity. Halaster was always asking me the strangest questions, though he was quite mad, of course. I suppose your own inquiries will be much less insane.
Is that where tissue paper comes from? No, that's where tissue paper goes to die. You know what happened to Halaster? I can only speculate. Halaster always kept the summoning bottle on his person, so I would surmise the Drow somehow obtained the bottle directly from the wizard. But I doubt Halaster would have willingly turned the summoning bottle over to them. The mage has the same dislike for the Dark Elves as I do. Racist? I suspect the bottle was forcibly taken from him, which means Halaster must now be a prisoner of the Drow, if he's still alive. Do you know why the Drow have come to Undermountain? The reasons behind the actions of you mortals are almost always the same. Greed, the hunger for power, the desire to conquer. I imagine the Drow are bent on personal gain at the expense of everyone else. However, I don't know any specific details. Why the Drow specifically chose this time and place, and what they've done or intend to do with Halaster, are as much a mystery to me as you. I'd like to see your inventory now.
Of course! Just remember the rules. You can look, but you can't touch the merchandise until it's paid for. And my prices are non-negotiable.
Alright, what do we have? +4 armors. Nice. What am I wearing? I'm wearing green leaf, which is a +5. Is there like a +4 breastplate? There is a +4 breastplate, which would be an upgrade for Dalen. Mage's Circlet of Blasting. You. I'm not really worried about what I can and cannot afford, because I'm going to sell a bunch of stuff and then I'm going to have a lot more money. So this is definitely a candidate. What else do we have? Throwing Axe, Spear of Withering, Renewal. What's a Spear of Withering? +1 spear. Can drain some constitution. Ew. Renewal. +3 sickle that also does 2d6 fire damage and gives you 10 fire resist. This is a really good weapon. I'd be excited for this if I were a druid, definitely. It's also obscenely expensive, however. Scrolls and potions. I can buy potions of cure critical wounds from him. That is almost the most important thing. New Rod of Resurrection in case I run out. Wand of Magic Missiles. Amulet of Underturning. That's probably a cleric only. It's a non-evil cleric or paladin. And it grants the extra turning feat. Of missiles. What do we have here? Ooh. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. How much? 80%. We'll have that as well. Everything else is kind of secondary when we get the chance for that. What does this do? Cast shield. Nah. Dust of appearance. Healer's kit plus 10. Dies. Tanglefoot bags. Diamonds. Ooh, extra rogue stones. 7,000 a piece? Holy shit. That is so expensive. Alright, let's start selling some stuff. These potions of bull strength can go. Amulet of natural armor I'm gonna keep. Dagger plus 3 can go. Aventurine can go. Potion of aid I'll keep. Potion of bark skin I'll definitely keep. Ring of protection plus 2 I think has outlived its usefulness. Potion of speed I'll keep. Yeah, I'll keep it. Firegate. Keep the thieves' tools. In case they come. Keep the potion of lore. Keep the healing potions, of course. Keep the gem of seeing. Keep my rogue stones for sure. Sell ice talon, yeah. Keep my relic of the reaper. Keep potion of bless. Keep potion of antidote. Page. Sell the elven court bow. Keep that. Sell the potion of clarity. Sell the ruby. Keep that. Sell the chalice of lathander. Sell these. Oh shit, I didn't mean to sell that. Fuck. Just wasted some money. These two I meant to keep. So that leaves me with 25,000 gold. So I will buy the breastplate plus 4.
I simply can't carry all of this.
Put that on Dalen and sell the breastplate plus 3. So I come away with 9,000 gold. And I come away with better armor for Dalen. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, and bag of holding and a greater magic bag. So that is definitely worthwhile. Speaking of which, let's do a little organizing. Greater magic bag. I'm gonna put all my various potions and stuff in this, because potions aren't that heavy. I've sold the potion of Fox's cunning. That here. Then the bag of holding, but a bunch of other stuff just to lower my weight a little bit. The keys. That there, okay. That here. here. Take these out. In case I need them. These are the quest items. All right. That was the southern part of floor 2. That was not too bad at all. I think I'll do a proper save here. How are we doing for XP? Oh! 1155 XP to the next level. Which will be level 6... No, level 17. Alright. Does anything interesting happen at 17? No, I think this will be a kind of boring level. Level up wise. Because if I remember right, level 17 doesn't really do much in and of itself. And I'll be taking my 12th rogue level, and I don't think level 12 rogue does all that much in and of itself either. So I think it'll be a pretty basic level. But then the following level 18 will be level 13 rogue, which I think is more exciting, and it will be a feat level. Attach the green chain. Alright, let's go save some slaves. Let's see if it's as simple and straightforward as Tomi made it sound. I'm hearing noises. I'm hearing creature noises. Is it just the rat? Wait, did I rest? Did I rest after fighting the drow leader? I'm not sure I did. I'm just gonna rest for good measure, for safekeeping. Just to be on the safe side. I have a problem, chat. Here's my problem. I do have another monster, but it is in the refrigerator, which is very far away right now. But I do think... Wait, was there a secret door? No, it's literally all the way over there. Okay, no idea how I'd get there. Kelvin Blackstaff. Cruel intentions, foul breath, and flatulence all rolled into one package. Man. These are really some flattering statues down here. I think I'm gonna, after checking this statue before going into the eastern section, I am going to take just a quick break, go pee, and grab myself my last monster. Gregor the Unshaven, ruler of the northern wilds, ravisher of women, vile demigod of those too lazy to shave. Hey. Hey, 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 hey. I didn't install this game to be personally attacked, goddammit. Anyway, don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Cheers. Alright, let's head into the eastern part. There's a rat. There's some scorch marks, which has me suspecting traps. No, no traps so far. Rakshasa. Alright, so before we go in, I'm going to cast haste on myself. On Dalen.
I'll put you in your place.
My savage fury! Taste my savage fury!
Alright. Array for haste spells. Having a helmet that gives me 2 casts of haste per day? Really goddamn good. Humanoid tracks. Humanoid tracks. Niffler, welcome! Glorious to see you, my friend. Winning? Yes! We just took out a handful of Rakshasa. As we are exploring the 2nd level of Undermountain. Coolest thing so far in the stream I can mention is we got a magic bottle that lets us summon a genie. And the big deal about this genie is that he is a merchant. So now, instead of carrying things around, his selection for stuff I can buy from him isn't great. I already bought the 3 most important items he had. But it means I have someone I can summon up and sell crap to instead of getting weighed down and having to carry it all the way out. So that is just fan-fucking-tastic. Wait. Specific key is required to open. Oh. But none of these dropped anything. I do have a couple of keys on... You know, I only have one. I guess that wasn't the one. Okay, so I'm guessing I have to go to the north section first? Hold on. Just want to see if something is wrong or if it is as it should be. can't find anything about the key I need to... Oh, here we go. I was overlooking these remains, which probably has the key. No? Mirror shield. Ooh, nice. Is that a large shield? It is. Oh. And Kumakawa. Started leather +3 with improved evasion. Nice. Any other remains? Do I need the Rakshaza Eye? Is that the key? No? I am confused. Can I just break the door? Is that what I'm supposed to do? I'm assuming not. Yeah, weapon ineffective. Okay. Let's go to the north side. And hopefully the north side will get a key. Let me just quickly look at this. No. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, here it is. Ooh, and a nymph cloak +5. So, it is really hard to see these remains against this floor. Holy shit. So that was it. I am so glad I didn't walk away. I just had to keep looking. So Nymph Cloak +5. What is Deacon wearing? Nymph Cloak +3. Well, Nymph Cloaks affect your spellcasting. Let's give you the +5. And let's unload some of my stuff to you. Was this a shield? That's a shield +4, but I still think the mirror shield is better. It's 1 lower AC, but it comes with spell resistance. So second page is for selling, first place page is something we're saving for when we get our cleric friend. This is for selling too. There we go. I could really do with a better cloak. Holy shit. Can we rest here? Yes. Okay. And then, sadly, I did get spoiled about the next room.
These people must be slaves of the Mad Mage.
How's my day been? It's been fine. It's been fine. I got to bed sometime this morning, so I slept most of the day. This old man approaches you timidly with his head bowed and his eyes cast down in a subservient manner. The Rakshasas in the other room are dead. Did you kill them? Are you here to save us? The Rakshasas are dead, but who are you? My name is Sharish, leader of these people, or at least as much a leader as any. You see, everyone here is a slave, a poor soul bound and forced to serve the mad wizard Halasta. You as slaves? That very sad. Deacon not believes in slavery, unless masters want slaves to sing and dance and tell stories. That's what old master do with Deacon. That'd be okay, I guess. Sadly, our duties are far removed from singing and dancing. Alastair prefers other, more deadly diversions. He enjoys watching adventurers die. That's why he created Undermountain. What need could one as powerful as Alastair have for common human slaves? This is nothing but an abuse of his power. He keeps slaves simply because he can. The Rakshasas outside were supposed to protect us from the other creatures here in Undermountain and make sure we never tried to escape. Not that we could have tried in any case. Halasta's magic bound us to this place. But now Halasta has disappeared, and the spells binding us here have faded. So now that I've killed the Rakshasas, you're free to leave? I wish it were that easy, my lady. But there are many terrible creatures roaming the halls of Undermountain, to say nothing of all the drow who have recently appeared. It would be suicide for us to venture out from these chambers. A few of us might escape these halls, but most would never make it to the surface alive. But there might be another way for us to escape this place. There is a magic portal in this section of the dungeon, a back door if you will. Alastair built it as an emergency escape route. The portal can only be used by someone who possesses the proper activation stone. Without it, the portal is useless. A false hope to tempt and torture us. But if we could get that stone, maybe I could help you find the activation stone. If you bring the stone to me, I will tell you the location of a powerful magic item, one of the 4 chains Halasta used to bind open the doors of this level. I'll be going now, as you wish. So here's the thing. I am going to cast True Seeing on myself. And look at that. They are actually Rakshasa in disguise.
I always get my way.
Taste my savage fury!
Yeah, this guy over here is a mage. I need to stop him. And look at that, the chain and a rogue stone. Nice. Boots of the Sun Soul. Those are monk boots. We don't care about those. That's vendor trash. 2-bladed sword. Honor and death. +3, +5 versus chaotic. 10d10 extra damage versus chaotic. Electrical. Yeah. Vendor trash. Dalen, if you would kindly carry this that we will be selling. Can we rest? We're kind of beat up. remains. I'm not gonna pick up any more Raksha's eyes. I'm assuming they're a crafting component. Now there's a portal, which we will try out just as soon as we're done looting. Oh, a whole 48 gold. What's in here?
How much worse can the Underdark be than the blackness here?
More Rakshasa.
Take my damn fury!
He has stone skin on himself? Just gonna say humanoid tracks. Humanoid tracks. Oh, it wasn't 130, it was 136. So I wasn't as close as I thought, but now I'm 1,000 away. That's more like it. Is that all the loot? Yeah, let's check out the sarcophagus. Sarcophagus before you has been hastily stuffed with the mangled body of Linu, the priestess of Sehanin Moonbow. Elven cleric brushes herself off slowly, rubbing her head. She seems a little confused as she casts about, looking for something to help her get her bearings.
Are you real? Or are you one of those Rakshasa in disguise? No, that makes no sense. They killed me. They would have no reason to bring me back to life.
You don't remember me? We spoke at the tavern. Linu's face furls in concentration as she struggles to recover her faded memory. Yes, of course. You're Lyra Menthin, aren't you, dear? The one Durnan was waiting for. Now I remember. There was a beholder. We chased it from the tavern and then we were ambushed by drow. Charwin went down. Dalen charged off in one direction and Tommy and I ran in the other. How about you join me? She looks at your companion. It would appear you have more than enough help as it is, dear, and I imagine people back at Durnan's Inn will have need of my healing abilities. Goodbye and good luck. Everyone is counting on you now, dear. But here's the thing. I want her in my party more than I want Deacon. As fun as Deacon is, I think a cleric will be more helpful. So we're going back to the inn and we are replacing Deacon with Linu. And it just so happens I just uncovered a portal that I think should take me back there.
Emotional, damn it!
Now, I'm not being mean to Deacon. Where are we? Oh, we're over here.
Yes?
Push bar from the other side. I mean, I don't dislike Deacon. I want the cleric more. She is going to be down in the basement, right? Deacon. Keep the bolts.
This one smells
I will
like
take these
dark
potions,
herb.
however.
Yes? No? Maybe.
And that is, I will take. I'll take the nymph cloak. That'll be helpful to a cleric as well.
It's break time now, yes? Yes? Maybe? No. Back to work.
There we go. Alright, Deacon, I have bad news.
Deacon?
I think we need to part ways. No, boss, no! Please don't say that. Deacon no wants to go. Deacon wants to keep adventuring. Wait here until I return. Okay, Deacon stay here, but comes back soon, boss. Deacon not able to write story if he not sees what you do.
Blessed be.
So much blood.
Lino notices your approach and her face lights up. As she gives you a warm wave, it's obvious she is suffering no ill effects from her trauma in the
Welcome
dungeon.
back. It's so good to see you again, dear. I trust things have been going well. I've been praying to Sehanin to watch over you.
I could use some help. Maybe you could join up with me. But you'd never ask. A pleasure to serve at your side. By the grace of Sehanin Moonbow, we will not fail.
Time now, yes? Yes? Maybe? No. Back to work.
I will be taking this and this.
I simply
Linu.
can't carry all of this.
Let's have a look at Linu's character sheet and inventory. Level 14 cleric. Wearing robe of the night skies. Base armor class 7? So this is a half plate? Oh yeah, this deep robe covers heavy half plate armor, both being particular to the Elven Starsinger priestesses of Sehanin Moonbow.
Not
The
mine.
robe and armor have mystical qualities which can only be used by a Starsinger. Oh, +3 armor, +2 wisdom. I guess I'm not giving you the adamantine breastplate. Yeah, no, that would just be plain worse. So that's getting
Time
sold.
now,
I
yes?
simply
Yes?
can't carry all
Maybe?
of this.
No. Back to work.
But you are getting all of this. Would this even matter? No, that wouldn't even matter. That's probably just getting sold. Would this even matter? Yes, that would matter. So she has a respectable AC of 29. +1 constitution wouldn't matter either. That's getting sold
Dead
as
drow,
well.
dead drow. Another dead drow. Good. Grovel hates drow.
Grovel, dear? Please shut up.
A
Right.
fair evening to
Vesta.
you.
Let me see what items you have.
It's
Sell
break
all
time
of
now,
this.
yes? Yes? Maybe? No. Back to work.
Gonna sell these. Sell these sapphires. On it. These. There we go. That gives me 54,000. Can I get something better than a cloak of fortification +1, please?
So much blood. Grovel not mine, though. As long as blood not mine.
Nymph cloak. I'm not looking for a nymph cloak. No. Gonna have to go outside and talk to the blacksmith. And maybe the magic shop as well. So before we head out, let's just rest so we know that Lino is has all her spells. Have anything better for me or something for her? Local fortification +2. That is kind of what I was hoping for. Cloak of Fortification +3. +3 AC. +3 to saving throws. I will buy that. That's all my money, but I'm buying that. And then...
All right, dear.
I guess she... No. Aelin. Getting the Cloak of Fortification +1. So, my reasoning is, if I remember correctly, a cleric's turn undead partially keys off their charisma, even though they are otherwise a wisdom class. So, boosting Linu's charisma makes sense, even if it's not one of her primary stats. And I now have... Holy shit, these saving throws are good. Which is good, because some of the effects you can suffer from failing a save are very nasty. Alright, we got a chain. We only have the northern part left to do. And then we are done with level 2 Thunder Mountain. You coming with me? Oh, whoa. Spinny spin. How good are you at fighting? You have 16 strength. That's pretty respectable. I'd love to give you, like, gauntlets of ogre power to make you stronger, but that is pretty... 16 and 11. And by comparison, I am 21, 16, 11. And 2116. Okay, so she's not nearly as good in a fight as I am, but she is mainly there to cast spells.
There's something unsettling about this place. You can taste the madness of its creator.
What a cool line to say. Bitron? What does that say? Bertrand the Magnificent. 233 to 475. Bertrand, unholy avenger of the 9 hells, enjoyed a long reign of terror in the southern reaches. Oh shit, I stepped on a trap. Remove that trap. Stop it. Agrizdivsak. Agrizdivsak, 744 to question mark. Agrizdivsak, demon of the 5th plane, summoned by Ulysses the not-so-smart at his son Harry's 5th birthday party. Most memorable birthday party ever. Wait, it's your birthday on Tuesday, Nittler? If so, happy birthday in advance. I did not know.
There seem to be bodies everywhere. What poor souls met their fates here.
Right. So we deal with that trap, and then we will rest before going through, since we took some damage. Some really unnecessary damage, honestly. That was really just me being sloppy. There we go. And rest. Save, and through we go. What are we dealing with here? Traps?
The smell of goblins here is nauseating. How could such tiny creatures survive here in Undermountain?
Good question. Goblins, 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 and traps. Oh, well, time to run through the traps. Petty little bits of coinage, but I'll take it. Why are we getting hit by lightning? Is it the green dye? I think it was. Can we rest up? Enemies nearby. Well, I will back off and rest up. Oh, more goblins.
I always get my way.
Goblin shaman. Get the goblin shaman.
I'll put you in your place.
Did my cleric just cast Firestorm on all these goblins? Oh, Jesus. Oh. Those ice storms aren't friendly, though. I'm almost dead. I am just going to run away and drink some potions. Ooh! That was a pain in the ass. Oh, once the blade barrier is on my side. Can I rest here? Rest so soon after exerting. Now I can. What if these guys level up with me, or they're always going to be stuck at level 14? Anyway, let's level up. Get another rogue level. 10 skill points. Alright, let's get the important ones first. Heal. Maxing heal. Maxing lore. Getting a points into these two, and then into Sway. I think that's how it's gonna be. 7 hit points, not bad. Yeah, like I said, not a super exciting level. Level 17, rogue level 12. Now the question is, did these guys level up as well? They did! Okay, good. In that case, let's rest again, so Lani can get Linu can get new spells prepared. Get some of those level 8 cleric spells lined up. I think I actually want to go to this door next. Not sure why. Just seems like the way to go.
I shall do as you ask.
I shall do as you ask. Is that an ogre? That is Stony. Okay, well. Really looking forward to Thursday. Me too. I'm curious how it's going to go, because it's going to be very improvisational. I have a little bit prepared, and then from there on, I have no idea where you're going to go or what you're going to do. So if we need any fights, I might have to take a quick break to set everything up. Stone Cold Club, +3 club. That does cold damage, only usable by giant. Okay. And the hammer I couldn't identify.
I simply can't carry all of this.
Okay, so I am wearing boots of +4 con. Permanent haste is not worth 4 points of constitution. However, they are worth 2 points of reflex save. Can't have their inventories open at the same time. And then she gets +2 to her reflex save. The Stone Cold Club goes on Dalen to be sold. And so will this Warhammer, probably, once I identify it.
I simply can't carry all of this.
Oh, I'm still carrying the adamantine breastplate. Yeah, that needs to get sold, of course. And then this hammer. Hammer of Thunderbolts. A +5 Warhammer that does D6 electrical damage and has a chance to stun. That is amazing. I don't think clerics are proficient with Warhammers. Right, it'll take some time for you to familiarize yourself to the setting and what's expected. Yeah, I think so too. no. Oh, that's sad. It's a shame that she can't use this. We're gonna have to sell it. Is this just a dead end? Really? There's gotta be like a secret door here or something, right? No? Alright. Really weird, but alright. Alright, before we go any further, I once again need to pee. So don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Alright, we're back. We're back! Why is something blinking in my journal? Alright, that was nothing special. Alright, let's go.
I would never have pictured myself doing this back at the temple in Evereska.
Evereska? That's a really cool name. Oh. Save before we go in. Let's do it.
I'll put you in your place.
Let's kill some goblins. I'm gonna go for the shaman. Spellcasters, priority targets. Just a tiny little room. Anything over there? Doesn't look like it. ballistas. Oh no.
All right, dear. Takasi! Oh, please do excuse my Elven.
For the siege
I
engineer.
hope you like pain.
That sure is a rapid fire ballista. Holy shit. Wait, is the ballista still shooting at me? No, I think that was just a holdover. I kind of really liked this encounter. The enemies weren't super threatening, but then they were given equipment and circumstances and terrain to make them a lot more threatening. I like that. I like that encounter design. I'm gonna rest up before going in. I'm gonna go deal with the goblins. Probably Chief. Well, actually, there could be like a nice portion of dungeon left here. Might be more than just one room, or it might be just a room with, I don't know, 20 goblins. Trap? Yes. How did I know there would be a trap here? What are we dealing with here? One goblin, Argo Blacktooth?
I always get my way.
He must be pretty threatening. The last chain, another rogue stone. Ooh, planar mace. +2, +4 versus outsiders. I would rather have just a straight +3. Belt of Hill Giant Strength, +3 strength. That might be a really good belt for Dalen. Black Robe of the Archmagi. A +5 robe that grants spell penetration and +1 to all saving throws. Only usable by an evil sorcerer or wizard. In other words, vendor fodder. All right. This goes in here. This here. Go in here. Dalen is wearing a greater archer's belt. I think the belt of Hill Giant Strength is going to be better for him, because that puts his strength at 26. That gives him +2 to hit and +2 damage with every attack. And he has 4 attacks. I definitely think that's worth it. And the Greater Archer's belt. can instead go to Lino, so she is protected from archery. I really like that in this Hordes of the Underdark campaign, the loot is sick. Like, I was a little resentful that it took away all my gear at the start. That's why I made a new character. But it's making up for it by giving out some really cool shit. Long way to next level. Had the same experience? Yeah. How much hit points do I have? 150, 150, 208. That sounds about right. Alright, we're gonna rest before we go back out into the main chamber. And then we are going to go down to the next level. Save. I feel like those rats aren't random. I feel like they are like magical rats that spy for Halaster, normally, or something. That makes sense to me, given the nature of Undermountain, and given the kind of guy Halaster is. Alright.
Yes?
Six colors swirl and appear above the pool. Oh, it's Simon Says. Okay, we're gonna do this again, because I wasn't paying attention. Alright, we're gonna rest and try again. You may not activate the pool at this time. Really? I can't find the correct order anywhere, so I'm just gonna try. Okay, red. Then That summons enemy. Do this now. Okay. Red. Yellow. Red. 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 Okay, we got it.
Hey, how'd you get past them doors? Hollister always said there wasn't no way past them once the chains was gone.
I found the 4 chains. Found the chains and thumped them drow, I bet. That'll learn them. Halaster's gonna be real proud of you for that. What do you know about Halaster? I know he made me. At least he told me that before the drow captured him. And now I've got no reason to think he's lying, seeing as how he's my dad and all. Halaster's a prisoner? That's right. My dad in the clutches of them dark-skinned, pointy-eared, silver-haired, no-good drow. Now they're after me, too. Ever since they grabbed up my dad, them drow have been tromping around Undermountain wherever they please. That's not right. Halaster doesn't like people just marching around here. But they can't kill Dad, or Undermountain will come crashing down around their ears. So they keep him alive, and when he gets out, he's going to be mad. Then them drow will be sorry. Do you have a plan to free him? Me? No. Wait, I could... No. Oh, I know. No. I don't got no plan. I'm not real good at planning. You poor dear. It's a shame Halaster didn't give you more in the ways of mental capacity. We all have different talents. Obviously your strength is, your strength. But maybe you could help. You look real smart. And tough. I bet you could just smash them drow and rescue my dad easy. Don't worry, I'll find a way to free Halaster. You will? Yippee! I know you'll do it too. I can just tell by looking at you. As soon as he's free again, he'll take care of those dark elves. He'll make them sorry they were mean to me. Them and all the others. They'll all be sorry. Real sorry. He'll put things right like before. Monsters in Undermountain will stay in Undermountain, and then drow will be booted back down to the Underdark where they belong. Alright, so where's Halaster being held? Dad's down on the lower levels, somewhere. I really don't know where. I've been spending all my time running from the drow and the rest of the creatures here. Alright, ask you something else? I ain't all that smart, you know, but I'll try to answer what I can. What can you tell me about Undermountain? I used to know everything about this place, even when Halaster changed it all around. He'd pull me aside and explain what he was up to. But now I don't know nothing. Monsters fighting and killing, armies of drow running loose everywhere. That just ain't right. Not to mention the drow attacking the surface. Fighting and killing is what monsters do best. Halaster really shouldn't have expected them to do otherwise. Everyone here used to treat me real nice, but nothing's the same since Dad got snatched up. Now everyone here's trying to kill me. Alright, I'll be going now. Okay, well, goodbye. I guess I'll just stay here where it's safe until my dad gets free and puts things back the way they were. I guess it is on to level 3. Import here. Dalen, if I might ask, what exactly do the Uthgard tribes believe in? Do you ask about the beliefs of my people, Lino, or my own beliefs? If you wish to know what I believe in, you need only ask. I would never want to offend you, Dalen. I am only curious. I would happily satisfy your curiosity, good elf. Your kindness is without equal. Never would I believe that any question that came from you had its origin in malice. That's very kind of you, Dalen. As a matter of fact, I am a bit curious. You've never mentioned any god that I can remember. He smiles gently, looking down at her. And perhaps that is because I believe in none. The Uthgard have a pantheon of ancient gods, but I stopped believing in them long ago. May I ask why? Dalen does not respond for a long moment, his brow troubled. Sometimes, in the darkest hours of a man's life, his faith can be broken. Faith is one of those things not easily repaired. Dino lays a hand on his forearm. But it is not impossible, Dalen. There are things to believe in this world. Good things. Worthy things. Dalen pats her hand, his eyes sad. I believe in many things, good elf. I believe in compassion, honor, nobility. I do not believe in gods. Some gods are worth believing in, Dalen. From you, I could believe that, good elf. He nods at her, smiling gently, moving her hand from his arm. Someday. Oh, what a nice little character moment. That was cool. I'm glad I picked these two as my companions. Alright, level 3, what do we got? Straight into combat? Yep, straight into combat. Drow lookout. Are we being attacked? We have Drow Marksman peppering us with arrows. Hello, Drow Marksman. Is that it? Oh, there was a way down on this side as well. I see. I completely missed that. That just says back to up. Ooh, loot. What have you got? Armor of Freedom. Full plate +3 with built-in freedom of movement.
I simply can't carry all of this.
Yeah, not worth it. Not worth it. So that is just vendor trash. Really good vendor trash, but still vendor trash. God, you hit so hard, Dalen. You are a fucking train. Alright, south or east? I think I'm gonna go east. East like yeast, into the belly of the beast. First we fight, and then we feast.
Hold your weapons. I mean you no harm.
A single drow female steps out from the shadows, her hands held up slowly. They are empty. She approaches you cautiously. Is this some type of trick? I understand your suspicion, but not all the drow are after your blood. Just listen to what I have to say, and it will all become clear. Okay, I'll listen, but don't try anything. She relaxes slightly. Obviously, she was as very wary about this encounter as you were. My name is Nathira. You are the one they call Lyra Menthan, aren't you? How do you know my name? She smiles slightly. Your reputation precedes you, Lyra. I know who you are. You are something of a legend among my people. What do you want? furrows her brow, carefully considering her next words. Although I am a drow, I am not allied with those who are attacking Waterdeep. Me and my people are different. We are rebels. We want to help you, Lyra. We want to help you free Halaster so you can stop the forces of the Valsharess from attacking Waterdeep. The Valsharess, who's that? The Valsharess is the ruler of House Killeth, a faction from the Drow that has recently risen to prominence. The Drow invading Waterdeep serve the Valsharess and her house. Her forces captured Halaster, giving them free access through Undermountain and allowing them to strike at the very heart of Waterdeep. But not all the Drow follow the Valsharess. There are some of us who oppose her and will do whatever we can to break her power. So how do you plan to help me? There's only so much we're willing to do, Lyra. I admit we don't fully trust you yet, just as I'm sure you don't fully trust me. We weren't certain we should even approach you, but in the end we thought you should know that there are others who want to see the attacks on Waterdeep ended. At this point, I'm only here to provide you information, Lyra, nothing more. So you'll answer some questions for me. Ask your questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. Okay, most important, do you know where Halaster is being held? I've done some scouting on this level. The wizard is being held far from here. Go through the north caverns, then head to the west once you are past them. There's a powerful drow war party guarding the wizard. If you want to free Halaster, you'll have to find some way to deal with them. How did the Valsharess imprison Halaster? She shrugs. We don't know. It must have been some type of trap that preyed on his insanity. Or maybe she used his own arrogance to trick and ensnare him. She's keeping him alive, that much we know. She's probably afraid of what will happen to Undermountain if Halaster dies. But she's been very careful to make sure he can't get out. If the wizard ever breaks free, there's no way the Valsharess will be able to maintain control of Undermountain. In his own realm, Halaster is a match for anyone, and he won't let himself be tricked again. Alright, ask you something else. Tell me more about the Valsharess. We don't know much about her. She is the matron mother of House Killeth. They were once a weak house, beneath the notice of the more powerful factions. No one paid any attention to plots of House Killeth. Maybe that's why they were able to rise to power so quickly. They want nothing. They went from nothing to the most powerful family in the city within weeks. The Valsharess recruited the most powerful agents from the other houses to form the Red Sisters, a squad of assassins. A squad of assassins she uses to maintain her control over those who have now sworn allegiance to her. Why is she attacking Waterdeep? To conquer it, of course. The Drow houses hate those who dwell on the surface. The matron mothers would like nothing better than to see the cities above razed and their citizens enslaved. In the past, Halaster's presence in Undermountain kept Waterdeep safe from constant raids from the Underdark. Once the Valsharess imprisoned the Archmage, however, that protection was gone. There have been several recent assassinations in Waterdeep. Thera nods. The work of the Red Sisters. The Valsharess is using them to sow fear and panic, and to weaken the city by removing its most powerful defenders. The Red Sisters are very good at what they do. Had you not caught that thief in your room, you would have woken to find a Red Sister with a blade standing over you, assuming you woke up at all. The Valsharess must have targeted you because of your reputation. You are one of the few powerful enough to threaten her plans. That's also the reason we finally chose to approach you. Nice little info dump here. Getting a insight into what's going on. Tell me more about you and your rebel friends. We are a group of rebels and outcasts. Some of us chose to leave the evil of Drow society willingly. Others were driven away or banished by misfortune and circumstance. I don't think I should say any more. Not yet, in any case. In any case, you should focus on rescuing Halaster. Once free, he'll drive the Valsharess's army out of Undermountain and back into the Underdark. Alright, I have to go now. Before you go, there is some information you might find useful. To the southwest, several Drow overseers have captured a Formian queen and enslaved her colony. They are forcing the Formians to dig through Undermountain itself, making it easier for the Drow to move about the dungeon. If you free the queen, the colony will be in your debt. The Formians could help you against the Drow here in Undermountain, and you would be wise to seek out whatever allies you can. Alright, thanks for the information. The Formians were working to the southwest of here. The Drow have several guards watching over them, so be careful if you go back there. Goodbye, Lyra, and good luck. Maybe we'll meet again sometime. With those words, Nathira disappears back into the shadows. The southwest. Passage north. So this passage north, I think, leads to where they're holding Helasta. So I think we're gonna go the other way first. And see about freeing the Formians. Ooh, cutscene? A Minotaur. Are you Minotaur brute? Oh, thank you for the heal. Guess it pays to have a cleric in the party.
I always get my way.
This is not the end.
Did she just dispel that? Oh my god, she is so useful. Dagger +1. Ooh, braces of dexterity +4. Nice. Staff of command. Yes, you mind affecting spells, use charm monster. That's vendor trash. Laughing blade. +2 scimitar with 1 extra cold damage and a chance to confuse. Not bad, but definitely vendor. Gargoyle boots. +2 dodge modifier to AC, +3 to fortitude saves, and you can cast stone skin. Someone might get some use out of those. Red dragon armor. +5 full plate. With 20 fire resist.
I simply can't carry all of this.
I don't think Dalen is proficient with heavy armor. No, he's only proficient with medium, but I am. What would the change be to my AC? I would go from a 28 to a 29. And I would lose +5 to hide. But I would gain 20 fire resist. I actually think that's worth it. gonna give me weight issues. But I still think it's gonna be worth it. Laughing blade, that's getting vendored. This is getting vendored. The boots, however. Braces of dexterity +4. I am wearing belt of agility +4. I don't think they're gonna stack. If they stack, that would be ridiculous. Hold on. I'm pushing all the wrong buttons. Ah! They do stack. Which won't affect my AC, but it will affect my, but it will affect my to hit. Hold on. Yeah, this is still better AC. Plus the fire resist. Well, now the gargoyle boots. You're wearing boots of speed, which gives you permanent haste. You are wearing boots of reflexes, +2 to reflex defense. And I am wearing boots of +4 con. Right, you get +2 dodge bonus to AC. And then the boots of reflexes are getting sold. +1 dagger getting sold as well. What good fucking loot, holy shit. We did get beaten up a little bit, but the healing spells from Linu really saved me. I hate how it cutscened me into a completely different area. That cutscene was actually really annoying. It didn't serve any like story purpose. It just dumped me in the middle of a fight. Armor of command. 4 and 4? That's what, a chain shirt? +3 chain shirt with +2 to charisma, +5 to persuade. Or as I like to call it,
I simply can't
vendor. And the sandstorm, a great axe, giving a -1 to AC for a +2 great axe that sometimes blinds. Fuck off.
I simply can't carry all of this.
That is terrible. Slave pens. Alright, this is where I came from. I am going to rest up before...
Alastair's heart must be as black and cold as Undermountain itself.
Before proceeding any further. And then after I have rested up, we're going to take another short break. Because I need to pee yet again. Alright, there we go. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. And we're back. A lot of peeing tonight. That was what, my third pee break in 2.5 hours? Still, it's better than me trying to force myself not to pee and then getting increasingly more irritable and stressed out. Like I've done before. I feel like I'm getting better at noticing when I need to pee and then actually going to pee when I notice I need to. Hello, Formian Queen. Can I talk to you before releasing you? No, it won't let me. Alright, let's release you. Much to your surprise, this creature addresses you in the common tongue. That is surprising. Thank you for releasing me, human creature. You are human, are you not? I have trouble distinguishing between you bipeds. Yes, I am human. What are you? Your kind calls us Formians. I am queen of this colony, and as such I have learned the common tongue. My workers, however, are part of the collective mind and can only communicate with their thoughts. I want to ask you some questions. I cannot stay to answer your questions, human creature. A colony without a queen cannot survive. I must return to the hive before my followers wither and die. But know that you are a friend of the colony. You have saved a Formian queen, and when the time is right, the hive shall repay you. Goodbye, human creature. We will meet again. Cool! That was fun. Now we go hunting for treasure before leaving this area. Do 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 do. Looks like some kind of crucible. They're casting something. We're mining and processing the ore. Don't know what's going on here. Do know that the fight had pretty good loot, but I am still disappointed that there seems to be no other loot to be had here. Oh well. Oh well. Oh wait, what's over here? Drow camp. Can I maybe get over here through these tunnels? No. Seems not. Seems I have to get there some other way. Alright, game. Have it your way. For those of you not part of the campaign, I am running a D&D game on Thursday, the first session, which is a game for 4 level 20 characters. And I am quite interested, quite intrigued to see how the game will go with 4 characters that are frankly kind of overpowered. Oh, hello. I have deliberately allowed the players a lot of gear and a lot of advantages to make their characters extra overpowered. It is a deliberately high-power game. The Formian Queen tilts her head forward by way of greeting. And so we meet again, human creature, as we promised. The time has come for the hive to repay you for freeing me from the drow. Repay me how? To the south is a drow camp. If you enter, you will be forced into a terrible battle against the Dark Elves. A battle you may not survive, but we know a way to avoid this confrontation. In the northeast corner of this room is a hidden tunnel my people have dug beneath the earth. This tunnel leads to the chamber beyond, bypassing the drow camp entirely. I don't know about this, dear. I'm sure this creature means well, but I think we might not be suited to traveling through their tunnels. What if the tunnel collapses? What if we get lost down there? What if there's no air? If you wish, one of my colony can guide you through the tunnel and past the drow. We will have to fill the tunnel beneath you, so you will not be able to use it to come back this way. I accept your offer. If you're certain, dear, I guess we'll try it your way. Avok shakes his head, his face noticeably pale. I think this is a bad idea. After this, human creature, the colony's debt to you is repaid. Go to the passage in the northeast corner, and one of my colony will appear to guide you through the tunnel. While you go on through the tunnel, my colony will attack the drow. They must be destroyed so that they never threaten us again. Goodbye, human creature. Northeast corner. There we go. Formian communicates with you via telepathy. Follow me. I will take you down the passage as our queen has promised, and we will fill in the tunnel behind you so it cannot be used again. So here's the thing. They're attacking the drow camp. Oh. I want to join in the fight, because now I have a bunch of Formians helping me. Which means I might not get all the XP, but I still want my share of the loot. Magus needs to go down. There we go. Murder, 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 murder.
All right, dear. All right, dear.
We need to talk.
Hello there, dear. What can I do?
Don't help me if I fail to open a locked door or chest. Thank you. I will handle that myself. Harp of charming, better than a chop of harming. None of these drow dropped any loot. And I suspect that might be because I chose to let the Formians take the fight to prevent me from doing exactly what I was just trying to do, but okay, that's fair enough. I was trying to have my cake and eat it too. Now we go up here, rest up, and then we go and see about rescuing Halastor. Resty, resty. I don't remember the exact directions. Through the northern caverns, which is this. But then I don't remember. I think it was northeast.
Oh, it's Nathira again. She is so quiet.
Good to see you again. She seems momentarily taken aback by your kind words. Thank you. It's good to see you again too. I have to warn you about something. I've been scouting the area, and I came across a large encampment of the Valsharess's forces near here. If you take this bridge, you'll be walking right into them. Alright, thanks for the warning. I'll be careful. She smiles. There's more. The Drow have set up a pair of ballista on top of a ridge behind their camp. If you attack them head-on, they'll use the ballista to smash you to bits. But there's a way you can sneak past the camp and get to the ballista unseen. Then you can use their own weapons against the rest of the camp and rain death down on them from above. That sounds very attractive. The Drow can be formidable opponents. We should take any advantage we can get. That's not really what I'd call a fair fight, dear. Of course, nobody said the Drow fight fair either. Just follow the narrow corridor to the north. It seems to lead to a dead end, but there's actually a secret passage that will take you right to the ballista. Thanks for the information. I have to go now, Lyra, unless there's something else. That's all. Thanks for the warning. Goodbye, Lyra, and good luck. Maybe we'll meet again sometime. Okay. Oh, wow. Is it encampment, gates, ballista, and tunnel? Ah, so we go here, and then to there. Okay. Well, that means... okay. Yes. Well, I kind of want to scout... Oh, shit. Oh, there are traps here. I didn't even notice. There is a beholder. There is an actual beholder. And a scout that saw me and then ran off.
Doom, 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 doomity doom, doom. Blast, that damn kobold song is stuck in my head.
Victory for Deacon. Lino, would you be so kind as to watch where you're walking? This is the third time you've stomped on my heel this morning. Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I didn't mean to do it, but I tend to stumble on this uneven ground. You know how clumsy I can be. It's a wonder I haven't broken my leg on this trip. I wouldn't worry about that. Your accidents have a way of working out. Lino shrugs. Yes, I do have a bit of luck when it comes to that sort of thing. Still, I wish I wasn't so clumsy. Sometimes I wish I could be graceful, like so many other women. But maybe if you were more graceful, you wouldn't be so lucky. These things have a way of balancing out. A stumble or two is a small price to pay for long-term good fortune. I never thought of it that way before. Thank you, Dalen. It's time I realized these clumsy feet of mine are actually a blessing. Is Laminator playing something immortal is not a thought you like? Why not? I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm glad you feel that way, but please just try to keep your blessings from treading on my heels for the rest of the morning. Of course, dear. I'll just walk a little farther behind you from now on. I am fighting that beholder. Bad start. Am I petrified?
This is not the end.
Good thing Dalen's got my back. When I said I wanted to rock out, this is not what I had in mind. It'll pass. Just waiting for the duration to run out. And before it's like 1 hour duration or something horrendous. Time to do the hardest thing. I'm playing an MMORPG, coming up with a name. I have my naming scheme for the game, which is 3 letters plus truck. In case one of your other characters being Gatruck. What game is it, Sahel? What game are you, and what kind of character are you trying to come up with a name for? Maybe I can help. There we go. Duration ran out, so now we back off and rest up before pressing forward. World of Warcraft making a Tauren. A Tauren. Wise, shamanic, powerful, proud. I say one truck. W-O-N truck. One truck. That is my suggestion.
You will fall! You will
Where is Linu? Oh, there's a spellcaster still around. Oh, there you are. Where did Linu go? Oh, she's stuck down there?
Hello
Could
there,
you heal
dear.
me?
What can I do for you?
Need you to cast a spell. Cast Regenerate on me,
Then may
please.
Sehenin.
You will fall! Chase my
I need to drink a potion. Never mind, I don't.
The rage of the red tiger unleashed!
You will fall! You will fall!
This is not the end.
attacks, I could totally walk around. Yeah. Oh, you're coming closer to me instead of running away? Well, come as close as you like. So I can fucking stab you. Where's the other ballista? Wasn't there a second ballista here? Oh, it got destroyed. Didn't even notice that in all the confusion. Alright, well. Anyone left in this camp? Yep. A drow curate, whatever the fuck that is. Dead is what it is. Any of these drop loot? Is that another red dragon armor? No, it's a chainmail of speed. +2 chainmail with permanent haste.
I simply can't
Not bad.
carry all
Dalen, would you carry this for me? Dalen's carrying capacity is 1773. Holy fuck. I'm pretty sure that means he will literally run out of inventory space before running out of weight allowance. Does he even lift? I mean, nothing counts as lifting when you're that strong. Because in order to lift, you need to challenge your muscles. Is he now sworn to carry my burdens? Oh yes. We have Dwarga Blood Battle Cleric. Are you gonna go invisible? No, you're gonna go stabbed. Not that very nice. Ooh. Also +3.
May we speak, dear?
Of course, Lena. She looks at you curiously for a moment. What do you know of the Drow, Lyra? I know they're evil and dark-skinned elves, but that's it. Her face grows serious. There was a time when the Dark Elves lived on the surface. Before the time of man, however. They had already been driven on... before the time of man, however, they had already been driven underground. The Underdark is not their natural home. It is a place where they cheated, battled with, and stole from the other races, such as the dwarves, to carve themselves an empire. Their threat could be much more, but it is ever the destiny of the Drow to war amongst themselves and keep themselves weak. Such is how Lulth, their goddess of spiders, prefers it. Could the Drow have unified somehow? It doesn't seem likely. The Drow are split into clans that are constantly at war in an effort to please Lulth, who wouldn't want them unified either. There is no incentive for them to unify. The only way I could see such a thing happening is if one Drow clan was to perhaps grow strong enough to dominate the others through force. Such a thing seems unlikely so long as Lulth is their queen, however. So the other races of the Underdark hate the Drow? Yes, but to be frank, this is no amazing feat. The evil races of the Underdark constantly war with one another. The Drow are not special in this regard. I find it odd that they seem to be working together. The idea of Drow unifying is one thing, but the idea of Drow working besides Duergar and Mindflayer and Beholder, that is something else entirely. No, there's something going on within the Underdark that is entirely different from everything we've heard about before. Something very big. Alright, that's all I wanted to know. Let us move on then. Speaking of the drow has made me nervous. You interrupted my looting. It's kind of rude. Ooh, 4,000 gold. Very happy to take that. By the way, just for good measure, this sword. This harp. Sword. Can I go here? No. Oh, they cure light wounds. Honestly, they're getting vendored. A ring of protection +3 be worth something to Linu? It wouldn't be worth any. No, it wouldn't be worth anything to Dalen. He already has a ring of protection +3. Okay, well, 2 of those won't stack. Which, unfortunately, but at the same time, probably good for balance. Why are these not properly stacked? There we go. Better. Withdrawing for today. Good night, friends. Thanks for the stream. Alright, Salaminator, good night. Sleep well. Oh, it's the skeleton. It's giving that weird look. Is that all the loot from this camp? I mean, it was good loot, but sure wish there were more. Unsurprising to anyone. No, that seems to have been it. Alright, so let's rest up before heading on to the next area. And save and go. This looks boss fighty. Oh, Nethera again.
She may be an ally after all.
Shadow in the corner shifts. Let's try that one again. A shadow in the corner shifts, revealing itself to be Nethera, the drow you met earlier. She looks about cautiously before fully emerging from her hiding place.
And so we meet again. You'll be pleased to know that your quest to rid Undermountain of the Valsharess's drow is nearly at its end.
The Mad Mage is being held just ahead, guarded by some of the Valsharess's most loyal and powerful servants. No doubt they'll attack us on sight. You said us? Are you helping in this fight? You want to end the threat to Undermountain, Lyra. So do I. The way to do that is to kill the drow in the next room so you can free Halasta. Halasta is imprisoned in a magical globe powered by 3 energy stones. If the stones are destroyed, the Mad Mage will be free, and he'll likely help us dispose of any remaining drow. You might be able to do this alone, but you'll have a better chance if I'm fighting by your side. Now, let's stop talking about it, and let's go save Halasta. I notice that you've been watching me for some time now, Dalen. Have you something to say to me? He nods, looking abashed. I do, good elf. If I might be so bold, could you tell me why you walk as you do? Lena blushes. How do I walk exactly? The elven folk are renowned, even amongst my own folk, for their grace and beauty. You have all of their beauty, good elf, but why do you not possess their grace? She looks away from Dalen, her blush increasing. I have never had the grace you speak of, dear. It made me a target of mockery amongst my kind. He nods sagely. And so I have stumbled upon an unhappy topic. Please forgive me. I merely meant to observe that you have considerable grace in those moments you are not thinking about it. Lino seems genuinely surprised. Whatever do you mean? That's not true, is it? I believe it is. When you are lost in reverie, when you pray to your goddess, in those moments you have all the grace of your kin. Could it be your awkwardness is not physical in its origin? Her voice is quiet. I had not thought about it quite like that. We all believe ourselves inadequate in many ways for our own reasons. Your fears and sadnesses I would not dream of betraying, if you wish to discuss them with a simple man such as me. Thank you for the offer, dear. I just might do that sometime. Aww. Right, I'm gonna save. This will probably take a couple of attempts. I'm gonna go in without any buffs just to see what I'm up against, and then I'm probably gonna fail, die, reload, and then I'm going to buff up and try it again. But we're gonna try it just raw dog first.
The Valshires is tired of sending raiding parties through one at a time, old man. Open the main portal to the Underdark.
If the portal is opened, more drow will come through. I don't want that. I can barely stand you.
The Valshires' army is ready to move against Waterdeep. Tell me how to open the main portal.
The last thing I need is another dark elf. I'll just keep my secret all to myself.
No! No more rhymes, you senile old fool! Time to teach you the penalty for defying the drow.
This is a waste of time, mistress. This human is too mad to reveal any useful information.
We will break him in time. Once we learn all the secrets of Undermountain, the Valshires' army will march through its halls and descend upon Waterdeep like...
Mistress, forgive me, but I heard something near the doors.
Then go over there and search the area, fool! Do I need to tell you everything?
Yes, mistress. Right away.
Taste my Darren fury! Taste my Taste my Darren fury!
My steel will strike true.
By all good!
We will.
Your life is forfeit!
Right. Let's do something about these mages.
You shall fall! I hope you like pain!
Oh, it's a handmaiden. Dalen died. Can't have that. Trying to beat someone down. Sure hope they don't like pain. Want to kill them, not give them a good time. Yeah, I think it's, to be fair, I think it's shortened. I think it's to be interpreted as, I hope for your sake you like pain. Boots of Striding +3. Robe of Vecna. Nice, I guess. Vendor trash, though. Is that all she had? Doesn't seem to be any more loot on the ground. Alright, guess we're releasing Helastor. But first... Here, carry this. And these Boots of Striding, +3 Constitution. They're getting sold. I mean, +3 Constitution is great, but I already have boots of +4 Constitution. Right, let's release Helastor.
I always get my way.
Ooh, level up. The Jibby, put all your points into Charisma. I would if I were a sorcerer or a bard, but I am a rogue fighter.
He's free! Don't let him unleash his magic!
Sorry.
So I am mainly going Dex with some Constitution and a little bit of everything. Hello, Bear. Excuse me, I'm returning to Neverwinter Nights and searching for a sword flight build. Do you know where I can find? I'm sorry, Felhu. Welcome to the stream. I think you're asking the wrong person because I don't even know what sword flight is. So I don't think I'm the right person to ask. That will be level 18. Another rogue level. Maxing heal and law, of course. A very hard single player module. I am very much a casual. I don't I don't use builds, I just come up with stuff myself. So I wouldn't know where to find that, I'm sorry. Put some more into Persuade. Put everything into Persuade? Yeah, just put everything into Persuade. Get that maxed as well. Now we get a feat. Can I get some better 2-weapon fighting? No problem. Have fun. Good game for you. Thanks, and good luck finding a good build. Let's see. Improved critical, but I already have improved critical with... Oh hey, thank you for the follow.
Ah, praise be, my lord. Another able warrior has joined our cause.
I think it's going to be improved evasion. Resist energy? Ooh, nice. Skill focus, skill mastery. Yeah, it's going to be improved. Oh, defensive roll though. Defensive roll. No, defensive roll is good, but improved evasion is better. We're grabbing improved evasion, and then we are grabbing... not mobility. Toughness would be a decent amount of hit points at this point. Cold shot. No. Alertness, no. Defensive roll is off the table because that was a level 13 rogue pick. have great fortitude. I think I'm taking Iron Will, honestly. Yeah, I'm taking Iron Will. Get +2 to my will saving throw. Avoid some of those debilitating status effects. There we go, level 18. Now we talk to Halasta.
Hello, hello.
The strange mage brushes the dust from his sleeves before turning his wild-eyed gaze to you. He surveys you thoroughly up and down, twice, then sniffs dismissively.
You're not the one I expected to see, but I'll let you live since you set me free.
You were expecting someone else. Who? There's a sudden flash of light and the room fills with colored smoke. When the air clears, you see not one, but two versions of the Mad Wizard standing before you.
Finally, you're here. What took you so long? I was beginning to think maybe something was wrong. Since we're both clones, you should know why I'm late. To lure out the matron, I used you as bait. A brilliant trick, a wonderful trap. She'd come here to gloat, I'd pop in and zap. But you meddlers ruined my plan by freeing my clone. Now the Valsheres won't dare come out from her home.
This was all a trap? You let yourself be captured? First Halasta interrupts before the second can answer your question. Wait just a moment, my identical friend. You seem somewhat confused, and I want it to end. You are nothing but a safety device. I created a clone and put it on ice. I knew that one day I might get into trouble. I'm the real Halasta. You're just my double. Second Halasta shakes his head. I think you're mistaken. You were only a ploy. I let the drow catch you. You are naught but a toy. I know how you feel, but you're not even real. You're just a double to save me from trouble. It's hard to accept, but I'm afraid it's true. The original Halastor is me, and not you. First Halastor throws his hands up in exasperation. Which is the clone? Which is the master? How will we know the real Halastor? I can't believe this has happened. What a disaster. Maybe I can help solve this dilemma. Both versions of Halasta turn to look at you, their eyes dark with anger at the interruption. Then they both smile as an idea pops simultaneously into their heads. We'll settle this later when we're just one-on-one, but first the Valsheres must suffer for what she has done. Someone must get her, make her pay for her crime. I'd do so myself, but I can't spare the time. First Halasta waves his hand and you feel the power of his spell coursing through you. Feels as if 100 tiny hooks have been latched into your soul. He's cast Quest/GS on me, the bastard. What did you just do to me? Nothing much, just a spell to make sure you obey. I put a GS upon you. It's better this way. I knew it. Down to the Underdark is where you will go. You're working for me now. You can't really say no. Nathira gasps. The GS will bind you to Halasta's service. He's compelled you to enter the Underdark and kill the Valsheres. If you don't obey him, you'll wither away and die. This is the thanks I get for helping you? What can I say? Everyone knows I'm insane. No doubt you'd know better if this happens again. You have no choice but to do as I say, but once the Valsheres is dead, my spell goes away. After that I promise you'll truly be free, but don't do something foolish, like come after me. You're sending Lyra down into the Underdark? She'll have need of my healing, you better send me too. No, it won't work that way. It's up to me if you go or you stay. You don't give me orders here in my home. I'm sending your friend down all alone. I'll send you back up to the top. Let Waterdeep know the invasion will stop. I'm cleaning house, the drow are no more. Undermountain will be as it was before. Please, Halasta, send me down as well. Lyra will need help, and I have allies in the Underdark. Sia also wants to stop the Valsheres. Please. Make a good point, and you asked real nice. Very well, drow, I'll take your advice. You can go too, I won't leave you here. I'll send you with Lyra to the camp of the seer. Enough time has been wasted. I want you to go. The Valshires is waiting, far down below. Wait, I need time to prepare myself. So sorry, no time. You really must go. Don't worry, it's fine. You'll do well, I know. Goodbye, best wishes. I bid you good luck. Go kill the Valshires, because until then, you're stuck.
The situation is grim. How long do you believe we have?
We can't be sure. Maybe only a matter of days.
Look out!
Protect the seer!
Do you not recognize one of our own? Nathira, you have returned.
Mother Seer, it is good to see you once more.
And you. But I see you have returned with another. Someone very important indeed.
The Drow woman regards you now with an ease that is at first unsettling. She possesses the same ageless, dark-skinned beauty as the other Drow, but unlike the others, her eyes hint of both advanced age and compassion.
You are most welcome here. I am the Seer. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Please, come. Do not be alarmed.
You awaited my arrival. How did you know I was coming? She smiles enigmatically. Now that, my friend, is going to take more than a little explanation.
I am sure you have many questions, and I assure you that they will be answered. I am curious first, however, as to how you came to appear before us.
I believe I can answer that, Seer. Lyra Menthan managed to free Halasta from the Valshires, ending her efforts to use Undermountain as a base to launch her attacks on the surface. Halasta was quite enraged by her attempt to abuse his realm, however. Once free, he teleported Lyra and myself down here to deal with the Valshires once and for all. Indeed, when I saw the two of you here, I had hoped Lyra had come willingly to join us. She has been drafted into our cause, so to speak. The Mad Mage has placed a geas on Lyra to force her to try and kill the Valshires. I see. Seer turns to face you, looking stricken. I am sorry that he violated you in that way, Lyra. That is not how I would have wished to acquire your assistance. But what's done is done, and we must proceed from here. She smiles at you kindly. And though Halasta has forced you into joining us, your own fate is closely tied to ours.
I am sure you have many questions, but there is much we must tell you first. It is important that you know something of the Valshires if you are to help us against her.
Tell me what I need to know.
I am glad you are being reasonable about this, for we must work together if we are to defeat our common foe. I believe it is time for our guest to learn more of the Valshires herself. Nathira, if you would be so kind.
Of course, Seer.
Nathira bows her head in acceptance, then steps forward and begins to speak.
The Drow have ever been ruled by the matron mothers who head the great houses. The Valshires was once one of these, ruthless and powerful in her art, but no more so than any other matron mother. But then Lolth, the queen of spiders and goddess of the Drow, disappeared, and Drow society was thrown into utter chaos. The Valshires seized on this opportunity.
Wait, Lolth is missing? Oh shit, this goes deeper.
She summoned a powerful Duke of the Nine Hells, an archdevil she bound to her service. Drawing on this enslaved devil's power, she became a conqueror of the Underdark.
Once the Underdark is hers, she will turn her attention once more to the surface. She believes herself a queen, a Valshires by our tongue, and her ambition knows no end.
How did she bind an archdevil to her service?
That we do not know. Perhaps through some artifact or some long-forgotten ritual. But whatever her methods, the results cannot be denied.
The priestesses of Lolth are powerless before her, and the great drow houses have bent knee. just as many of the other Underdark races have been intimidated into joining her cause.
All right. So what do you propose we do now?
Yes, that is a good question. What are we to do now? There is only one thing that I can do. I must put my faith in the goddess, and that means putting our faith in you. Our fate lies in your hands.
The nearby tiefling steps forward, alarm evident on his face. Are you sure, Sia? What do we really know about this woman? She could be the death of us all. Sia holds up a delicate hand, gently forestalling him. Our lives are irrelevant, good Valen. The Valsharess must be stopped at all costs, and Lyra is the key to stopping her. You know I don't believe in your ways, Sia. I won't throw away my life by blindly following anyone, and I don't think anyone here should either. You have saved us more times than I can count, Valen. But the army of the Valsharess will soon march against us, and even your great skill in battle will not be enough to save us. Tiefling scowls. I'm willing to defer to your judgment for now, Sia, but what makes you think this human stranger can stop the army of the Valsharess? Sia turns to face you. Lyra, I know you are a rogue of great power, but you are so much more than this. You alone can save us from the Valsharess. I don't understand. What is it you expect me to do? All the drow here in Lith-Myathar will stand against the Valsharess. She is the one enemy common to us all. But even our united strength will not be able to defeat her massive army. Our only hope is for you to find some way to strengthen our forces, or to weaken the Valsharess and her allies. Nathira can help you with this. I can give you information on the Valsharess's allies and where to find them. Perhaps we might consider striking at her through her friends, or turning them to our side. Valen, the tiefling warrior, adds, I can also help you, Lyra. I know much about the legends of the Underdark. I have heard rumors of powerful artifacts and allies we might be able to acquire. I thought you didn't trust me. I haven't set aside my suspicions yet, but if you are truly the savior the seer thinks you are, then I'm willing to give you a chance to prove it. I head to bed. Thanks for the stream, Bear. Enjoy the game. Alright, Nittler, sleep well, and if I don't talk to you before, happy birthday here on Tuesday. And I will probably be wrapping up after this conversation anyway, so you're not missing out on much. So it appears you are not alone in this, Lyra. Nathira and Valen will help you. They know much about the Underdark and the Valsharess. Do not be afraid to ask them for help. Hopefully, you can find a way to strengthen our own forces, or weaken the Valsharess before her army descends upon us all. I have some questions. I'd like to know... Sia nods. Very well, I will answer what questions I can. Hopefully my knowledge can help you find some way to weaken the Valsharess. Why are you called the Seer? I was not always known as such, my friend. A very long time ago, I was the daughter of a major house, and as ambitious to gain my own power as any other respectable drow. That was not meant to be, however. She gestures to the drow around her. I found the worship of my lady Elistre, and she has gifted me with visions that have aided her followers. And so I am called the Seer for so many years now that my original name has been all but forgotten. In any case, that life is behind me. Now I serve Elistre. Tell me about Elistre. The Seer's eyes twinkle as she smiles warmly. Obviously this is a subject dear to her heart. Many do not know, but it is not all the drow are evil. Our lady Elistre is the mistress of song and dance, and it is she who refuses to allow joy and goodness to be taken from us forever. She is our redemption, and all of us journeyed to the surface lands to be free of the darkness that shackled us. The fact that we are in the Underdark once more to serve her cause is an irony not lost on us. What do you mean by serving her cause? The Valsharess threatens more than just the Underdark with her schemes, as you well know. She threatens us all, and Illustriae's chosen stand amongst those ready to stop her. We are not alone, thankfully. Others have joined us to stop the Valsharess, though they do not believe in the goddess as we do. Ultimately, however, we fight for the same thing. Tell me about your visions. I see what my goddess grants me the wisdom to see. I saw that the Drow would devolve into chaos, and that the Valsharess would arise out of it. I see the destiny of my people as it will be, and our place in it. That is why we have returned to the Underdark from our adopted home on the surface. And I have also had visions of you, Rivil. That is how I knew you would come. You had visions of me? It is said you would come, and that you would be the one to bring about the Valsharess's defeat, eyes narrow. But you already know of what I speak, don't you? Holy crap, make me feel old, well, don't you? Welcome, Remnant of Chaos! If you want to feel really old, I don't remember when this expansion came out, but the base game came out in 2002. 23 years ago. How's that for feeling old? I remember playing it when it was brand new. Also, welcome to the stream. How are you? How's your weekend going? You mean my dream back at the inn? She nods. Then you have seen it. The Valsharess knows of the danger you represent. She will not rest until your threat is eliminated. Actually didn't play the first, you played the second? I played the second, but I never finished it. I didn't find it bad as such. It's more that I played it before I ever started streaming, and before I started streaming, I was terrible at finishing games. I would play a game for 1 or 2 sessions, and then kind of move on to something else. I was very bad at sticking with things. So, at some point I will probably try to finish Neverwinter Nights 2 on stream as well. At some indeterminate point in the future. She has already attempted to have you killed on the surface, I believe. That would not be the last time she attempts such, I assure you. I want to ask you something else. I'd like to know more about my allies here. All those who stand against the Valsharess have gathered here in Lith-Myathar, united in our common desire to see her stopped. Many of the Drow here are followers of my lady Illustriae. But there are others too. Lith-Myathar is the ancestral home of House Mavir, one of the many Drow families that has been forced to flee the cities because of the Valsharess. The followers of House Mavir now stand with us against the Valsharess, though in other circumstances they would never ally themselves with the followers of Illustriae. Do you think you can trust them? The seer sighs. It is not my nature to speak ill of those who side with us, but I will admit that House Mavir is not the most desirable of allies. There is tension and mistrust on both sides. But we have little choice. The Valsharess has a vast army. We need allies if we are to stand against her. House Mavir recognizes this, and that is why they tolerate our presence here. For now, the threat of the Valsharess is enough to ensure my followers and those who support House Mavir will set aside their hatred of each other and focus on our common foe. Can you tell me anything else about the Valsharess? Nothing more than what you already know. Her army is still massing. If you do not find some way to weaken her forces before the coming battle, I doubt we will be able to stand against her. How can I weaken her? She sighs. That I cannot say. Though I am a seer, my visions are limited to what Illustriae chooses to reveal to me. Sadly, I have not seen how to weaken the Valsharess. However, both Nethira and Valen have offered to help you with this. Speak to them. They may be able to give you some guidance as to what you must do. Alright, I should go. Long life and blessed be. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we are calling it for tonight. We made it all the way through Undermountain into the Underdark. We lost our companions and sadly missed out on a lot of gold because we had a lot of loot on Dalen that we never cashed in. But we're gonna roll with it and just say tough titty toenails. It is what it is, and we're just gonna go from here. So, save and